to my garden.
Welcome to Wales, and we're here in what was very wet and windy, but is now
The sun's
sunny.
coming out.
And we're here with WildlifeKate. And we have a dog named after a bird.
Yes, of course. This is Wren.
Hello, Wren.
Well, we're here in southwest Wales at my lovely plot of 3 acres, and I'm going to show you around.
Wow, let's have a go.
This is just a small part of the land that I've got here. You can see that I've got lots of space. And this area has a lot of mature trees and it borders on to a lovely nature reserve. But even in this fairly formal part of my garden, there is plenty for wildlife, and I like to leave it very much for wild creatures. It isn't as hairy as the rat, and look how his feet are like really big. Okay, so this is my central office. So I have about 20 cameras set up around the garden, and they all wire back into this central PC. And then I can view the cameras that I've got live at the moment up on the screens, and all of these cameras are recording 24/7, and at any point I can go back into any of these cameras and view a playback of everything that's happened. So I know what's happening on my site all the time, and if I'm ever working at my desk, I've basically got eyes on the whole place. So this pond was already here when I came, but it wasn't quite as naturalised as it is now. So it was a bit more formal, and I took out the rocks from one side and then I softened all the edges and planted it up to make it a little bit more of a natural space. Fabulous, best thing, as you know, you can do to increase biodiversity in the garden. Another wildlife pond that I built in November. It's full of wild plants, species. I've got frogs, toads, newts, dragonflies, damselflies, everything in here. And the pond is one of the best things you can do for wildlife.
And do I see a Birdfy camera?
You do.
There
is a little Birdfy camera monitoring the birds that are coming down and bathing. And I've actually put it in upside down and then inverted the image in the app so that I can get the lens really close and level with the water, so that when the birds come in here to bathe, I can film them right up close and personal. And I've got some absolutely lovely footage of here, especially with a song thrush coming and having a wonderful bath right in front of the camera. You can see I've mounted it on a little tripod, but I can basically lift this up and go and put it in other areas around the garden that I want to film. But I love this location, it works really well. So I'll pop it down here and let's hope we get another visitor very soon. I wouldn't plant many of these non-natural species out in my garden, but they are really good nectar sources for insects. So I tend to keep these in pots. So you can see I pick, rather than the sort of traditional bedding plants, what I'm choosing are many species that will attract insects around this area, so that I can see what I've got and provide maybe a pollen and nectar source when there isn't such a source naturally in the garden. But then you can see I also let things grow here.
Yes.
So this bit I do keep quite well mown, but you can see already that there's little areas that I don't mow, especially if I can see interesting species coming up, then I let those areas grow and I allow all the edges to naturalise. So you can have like a wild garden, but it still looks like a tended garden.
Our guru, and I'm sure you know him well, Chris Baines, always said, didn't he, that a wildlife garden does not mean just letting everything go. It means having a garden that works for everyone, works for the birds, the wildlife and the people.